Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show and tell from me. My name is Peter, and today we have the distinct pleasure of looking at a Borealis Cascais automatic dive watch. First of all, let's have a look at this. Now, Borealis watches have sent me two different watches, two different kind of the same watch, different colors. And first of all, I'd like to mention the fact that they do come in these wonderfully great travel cases, watch cases. And again, as I've said before, I do love when watch companies, think about being practical at the same time, also producing something which is of a very well-made quality. Now, I'll just remove one of these and we can have a look at this. So I can tell you straight up that this is so soft and soft to the touch, this leather. It's absolutely wonderful and a pleasure to touch. It simply is. It's just so soft and nice. And obviously it has the Borealis logo stitched into the soft leather. And it has this. I've taken this off beforehand because it can be a problem with gloves on. So, and it's just such a pleasing case. And we'll have a look at it, how it opens. And there we have it. Again, it has a little card here, so that one may can use it to keep credit cards or the card warranty that comes with the watch. It has also a little pouch here for other papers of some sort, which one would like. Yes, it has a little keep dry thing here, which we'll just remove. And as one can see, the stitching on this is very well made. I mean, it's such a pleasure. And there's the watch. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cascais. Now, if anybody should be wondering what Cascais means, well, it's an area outside of Lisbon. I've actually been there. The area Montestoril and Cascais is a large area outside of Lisbon, and this is what the watch here is named after. So let's have a look at the watch itself. I'll just take this out. So nice indeed, yes. And we'll take this away, and we'll just put it the right way up. Like that, and we'll put that there, and we'll get the other watch out too. There we have it. Right. They are very, very nice indeed. Yes, they are. Okay, so first of all, I'll give you some stats on them. The case size is 42 millimeters. And times 49 millimeters. They have a screw-down crown, double domed sapphire crystal with AR coating on the inside. The the bezel is a glossy ceramic bezel. It has a 120 click unidirectional movement. It has C3 X1 grade or super luminova, BGW9 lume applied. The watch itself is powered by, and this is actually very cool, it's powered by a Swiss-made STP1-11 automatic movement. So you're actually getting a Swiss movement in this watch. The case is 316L stainless steel. The lug width is 22 millimeters. Water resistant to 300 meters. It has a Vitron gasket on caseback, and I don't know how to pronounce that. I think, well, it's spelled TEFZEL, Tefzel gasket for the glass. I don't know what that is, but I know what a Vitron gasket is, and they're excellent gaskets, really high quality, made for high endurances. I'll have to look the other one up. The case height is 12.96 millimeters. it has something. All right, so this one, these are called cathedral hands, or this one, as it has, pencil hands, depending on the variant. It obviously has hour, minute, and seconds, and it has a screwed caseback with engraved mermaid, as do all of Borealis's beautiful watches. It comes with a 12-month warranty. Okay, so as you can see, these are two different colors. This is the grey black and the black, and the two different hands, the cathedral and the pencil hands. And looking at them like this, I'm not quite sure which I like best, to be quite honest. I like them both equally. Yeah, I must say, maybe, I don't know, I was going to say maybe the pencil hands, but the cathedral hands do look pretty cool. And also, I normally go for black colors in watches, but I must say the grey has a very, very nice color to it. It really does. It sort of gives it depth in some way. Now, for those of you who don't know, the STP-1-11 is very similar to the ETA 2824, was it 2428? So they're not clones of each other, but they're very similar, and therefore the STP-1-11 is a very good movement. And yeah, so here you're actually getting a Swiss-made movement inside, which obviously is very cool. I'll tell you one thing I noticed about this watch when I first tinkled with it is the bezel. It has a very, very nice feel to it when you turn it. The bezel just sounds so nice and so, really well made. Normally one doesn't get that kind of feel in watches in this price range. Normally one would get, this feel in much more expensive watches. It just feels very well made, not a lot of any kind of slack or vibration or anything. It just clicks in a very cool way. Yeah, if I have a look at it on the side, a beautiful, well, it's just very well machined. The crown, very beautiful, very well made, with the Borealis, with the B for Borealis there on it. It's stunningly made. It really is. It has brushed steel here, and it looks it feels and looks great. These links are, if I could focus, that would be great. Oh. The links are very sturdy, very well made. It's such a pleasure, and they are again, as I always say in these videos, I really do love it when they make these screwed in, so that you and I can actually get them out. And these are screwed in, and they're very nice indeed. I'd like to show you another. I'll just move this out of the way so I don't scratch it by accident. Now we have here the clasp, which is excellent, and it just looks very cool. It has a little scratch on there. Nope, that wasn't a scratch at all. That was just something that needed to be moved out of the way. So it has a brushed finish here, and here it has a polished finish, and the B is exquisite. It's very well machined out. It's such a pleasure to look at, and whoopsie, there you go. With plastic on and everything, I'm not going to remove that. It has a great feel to it, very sturdy, no movement here. And here, it has its dive extension, which, is exactly the kind of dive extension that I enjoy. I like the fact that you can just press a button and click it out, or you can click it all the way out and then press it in on your dive suit until it feels nice and tight. And then again, when you then dive to 28 meters or even deeper, you will feel it getting loose, and then you just click it in a couple of times, and there it's getting tight again. And also, when you then ascend from the depth, from the abyss, it's going to start and tighten, and then you can just press it and it'll spring out to the point where it's not tight anymore. So I love these. These are very, very cool indeed. And some people actually use them for an extra way of sizing the watch. Sometimes in heat your arm will swell, and especially in Denmark, because we have there's a lot of difference between summertime and wintertime in Denmark. And so in the summertime your watch tends to feel rather tight, and in the wintertime it feels rather loose. And I know people who just use this instead of having to remove links or add links, which is a cool way. And this is such a sturdy a dive extension that you can easily use it like that, and it won't spring up or anything like that. So once again, they've done a great job on the clasp. They really have. And so let's have a look at the case back. Has a great feel to it when it opens. It really does. The case back again is it's the beautiful Borealis mermaid, whom I really enjoy. I do. She has a very cool and artistic look to her. There she is. And obviously it has some writing on the back. It says what the depth rating, and it says the movement inside, and so on and so forth. Again, everything just looks and feels sturdy. So it's not as large as other Borealis watches. I can show you this like that. See, this one is it's not quite a bit larger, but it's thicker, as you can see. But that's I like large watches, but this shouldn't turn you off this watch in any way. It doesn't seem small. It really doesn't, And if I haven't sized this watch to myself, but I can give you a wrist shot of it. Sort of like that. It's a very handsome watch, and it sits very well on your arm. And it doesn't look small or thin in any way. It looks just right, to be quite honest. Good looking in every sense of the way. So I still don't know which one I like best. This one is also, oops, that's upside. No, that was right, like that. There, sorry. I'm going to try this one on my wrist as well. There we go. Just close it, and there we have it. Also very nice. I think the contrast between the black and the grey is actually very stunning, very beautiful indeed, and I enjoy it. I like the second hand. It's sort of with the red on it. It sort of tends to attract your attention when you're looking at the watch. I like that. So it's just a very, very beautiful watch. It really is. Anyway, I don't think I've forgotten anything. Yeah, well, I would love to give you guys a lume shot of these. I have tried it in darkness, and they really, really, really have a great lume. Unfortunately, my light setup is not very good, so I can't do that. But I like to say that the lume on this is awesome. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you, so you'll have to take my word for it. The lume is stunning. So, anyway, that was my quick review of the Borealis Cascais automatic dive watch. And as with many of Borealis's watches, if you guys like this watch and if you guys enjoy this watch, get it now while they're still here, because they tend to sell out quite fast. They also make these. Oh dear, I forgot to say. They also make these with a date at the 6 o'clock. I haven't got one of those, so I can't show them to you, but you can see them on Borealis's website. So they have they have a cathedral hand and a pencil hand version, and they have a date and a non-date version. Obviously, if that is a deal breaker for you guys, then you can try and see if you can get your hands on a date version for it. For me, it doesn't really matter. If a watch has a date, well, fine. If it doesn't, I still like this watch, with date or without. No biggie for me, to be quite honest. Yeah. Everything about these watches it's just another success from Borealis. It has a great feel to it when you loosen this. Very, very tight indeed. Wow, it just very cool indeed. Yeah. Everything is just very smooth. There we go. And click in, and in it goes. Oops, that's quite difficult with gloves, to be honest. There you are. Feels very tight and very, very secure. There. Yeah, so anyway, my final thoughts about these watches after I've had them in my hand are, well, another bestseller from Borealis, and awesome quality for the money they cost. All these things that you're getting here, as you know, a Swiss-made automatic movement, sapphire crystal. You're getting a ceramic bezel, and for that money, it's just really cool. Again, another trademark of Borealis. They just tend to make awesome watches for not a lot of money, and who doesn't like that? I do, most definitely. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on about this anymore. So I would like to say, if you like what I do and the way I do it and how I ramble on about things, then you're welcome to like and subscribe. I also have a Facebook group. It's called Peter's Watch Show and Tell Group. Find me on Facebook and join my group there. And otherwise, I'd just like to say thanks very much for watching me again. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.